Alright, welcome back fans and friends. For this upcoming video, I am doing my best to stay away from green light. So here I have for you a Mercury Cougar from the M2 Detroit Muscle series. So they clearly made some changes since the last one that I bought. I actually do like this, like how it looks, and I'll just go over it very quickly. Obviously the Mercury Cougar, you have the head picture of the Cougar 3 times. You have it in the back there, one here, one there. And then the normal stuff where you can see just how reflective this plastic case is. The 8 Plus 8400 worldwide, so it's really funny to me that it's 8 Plus because these things, as you know, they are very parts unfriendly. They not break, but a lot of things can come out. As you can see here, the door is a little bit loose. I'm hoping when I open it, I can straighten that out. But the hood also opens, so now I think from now on, if I get these M2's, I'm going to make sure the door and the hood opens. Otherwise, just buy a green light. It's like $1 cheaper. It's not really worth it. Anyway, this is the 1968 Mercury Cougar 390. Release 62. Year it is 2022, which is this year. And it is the third casting of this vehicle. Very plain color. There's nothing wrong with that. It's probably what I like better. But anyway, so on the front of the vehicle, I can see a little bit of a chip there. And how I see or don't see that is I don't see the chip there. Maybe green light did that a little bit better, but maybe not. That's the only Mercury I have left. I got rid of the XR7. Even though I did like that, I just don't have it. And you have the front license plate there, 1968. You have Mercury Cougar again, and 6.5 liter, which I'm guessing is the translation from cubic inch displacement of 390 into the SI metric system. And then you have here exactly the same, the rear end of the vehicle. As you can see, everything seems to be done really well. Like it's super shiny. You have, what I like they do is they put the both plates and they have like something on those plates. Anyway, and the back of it is just basically the front of it in reverse colors. So there you would have the, and here you have again details like no other, obviously. And then Mercury Cougar once again, they don't do that explosion of the parts involved. So we have the normal stuff here, the choking hazards, age requirements, children under 3. Like I said, it's very unusual because it says 8 plus in the front and then children under 3. So we have Goodyear for the tires. You have the Ford, because as we all know, Mercury is a Ford product. And then here we have the stuff, the scaling, the die-cast body, real chrome bumpers, stuff like that, rubber tires. And it's not intended for, obviously, highway use. Buying one may lead to buying more, and repaints like no other. And you know that because with every casting and every release of a vehicle, most of the time it is done as is totally new. Like I said, I have done several Dodge Charger Daytonas, which look almost identical, or that they've cut things out. And what ends up happening is they've just repainted it. I mean, I'm not going to complain about this one. There you can see the serial production code on the bottom of the box there. I am literally opening it right in front of you guys. That was just hopefully just excess cardboard. And this is really diorama friendly. I mean, look at this. What they give you in the box, what they give you outside of the box. They did this properly for once. I didn't have to reset it. And then it gives you these new tabs. I will attempt to not totally destroy it as I try to take it out. And there you have it in all its glory. So it does push in. You can see the door is a little bit of gap there on the side there. But I will go through it really quickly. Starting with this, obviously, the left side. You have the 6.5 liter, which we already went over. You have the front turning signal. The Goodyear, you can see that the R is farther than the G. So as they were printing it, all the tires appear to be like that. Where the R is farther. It's a minor thing. It's not serious. We'll just take a look at the other side. Yeah, you can see the R sort of trails off. And the 6.5 liter again. Cougar written on the back. And it's clearly legible. For the most part, if you know what the letters are, you can make out that it says Cougar. And so we're going to go to the front of it. As you can see, there's a little bit of a gap on this side. I might be able to take it apart and try to fix it. But anyway, here you have the little red. I don't know what that is. I think it's from Mercury. Yeah, it is. It's a little Cougar hopping. So that is part of the vehicle. I believe that is a chip in the production. So that's kind of disappointing. But overall, everything else seems to be done really well. Just move to the back. You can see there 1968 clearly. Cougar clearly on the right side. Sorry, that's Mercury on the right side. You have Cougar in the middle there. It would be nice if maybe one company ever did an opening trunk, like for this scale, because I don't think anybody does it from the mainstream producers. But anyway, so with that, we go to opening the doors. And once again, like a lot of other vehicles, they have the front part of the windshield. And you can see there's a little bit of a... I guess I'll have to take this thing apart and just tighten it all. And this one just refuses to open. Wow, look at that. It's like it's okay. I will deal with that, like I said, like this one. This one is super loose, and this one just does not want to move. I don't want to push off this and break it any further than it already seems to want to break. And there you have it. Really nice engine detail. The silver at the top and the blue on the base. How does that stack up with our green light? Very similar. Obviously the green light has the black underneath, so it's really hard to see if it's not focused. So anyway, this video is not for that car, it's for this one. You can see really well done, M2, and they don't have that often. You'll see green lights where the right side of the hood on the inside there is not painted for whatever reason. So for some reason the M2 seems to have that thing down pat. And as you can see here, the front tooth there is not quite as sharply done. I don't know if that's because that's a high end and this is not. No idea. Well, you can see that the steering wheel, windshield is nice and clean. Seating is, I like that, how I think it's either painted or two-part, where the seats are mounted onto the black bottom. Makes it really stand out. The dashboard and the steering wheel, however, are all one color. Like I said before, I don't want to force this open any farther than it does not want to open. Seems like it wants to break. So I will just pause. So with M2, it's relatively easy. If you can operate a screwdriver, you can take this thing out. I have simply just removed it from the base, and there you have it. The very plain but visible details of both the engine and the transmission. This is the screw. I've shown you guys a few times. It'll separate the bottom panel from this top part. I am not going to take it out this video because I want to try to do some repairs. Then you have some 2022 cast lining made in China. You have the serial number there. And then imprinted onto the car, you can see 1968 Cougar, nothing about the 390. Used under license. There you have the differential. You have everything here, what the engine is. You have the nice chrome bumper and the dual exhaust on either side. Just a little bit of a defect there. As you can see, the right one is done very well, but the left one here is done poorly. And so there we have it. The wheels do not want to roll. As you can see, they like to stop. Other than that, the front wheels want to roll. We'll just give it a little bit of a driving test. It does it really well, so I stand by my statement. It, despite the fact that the wheels don't want to move, rolls as well as the green light does. So, if you guys are interested in the Mercury Cougar from M2 or just Mercury Cougars in general, this one is not a bad one. Like I said, 99% of this car I don't have a problem with. It just needs, like I said, I have to take this apart and loosen. There's there's a pin that goes in there between two spheres on the side. I have to loosen this one and then tighten this one, because as you can see, this one, you don't have to do anything to close it, and this one just doesn't want to move. So anyway, I will get to that off video. Obviously I will not show to you during this video. This is almost 10 minutes long. So other than that, I guess just nothing about the wipers. M2 1968 Mercury Cougar. I don't have to keep repeating it. Comes with a nice base stand for display. Obviously not a toy. These things will have to break the wheels. So without anything else to tell you guys, thank you guys for watching. This is Thomas from Toronto, and till the next one.